Do you remember buying your first car, moving out of home for the first time, losing your virginity, your first heartbreak, maybe even that first drink? These rites of passage help shape who we are and mark important transitions in our journey through life.
I remember my stepmom worked for the government, so she came home with the social insurance card. And then my dad said, okay, now it's time for you to get a job. And I'm like, what? I'm in grade 10. How, I shouldn't be working. Oh yeah, you need a job. And so I worked at Wendy's for quite a while, but I ended up getting my boyfriend, remember my first love, a job at Wendy's as well. And we used to fight all the time and just did stupid stuff like throwing mustard at each other and ketchup, and I would get mad at him and break up with him and throw a ring that he gave me, and just ridiculous stuff. But anyway, we both ended up getting fired. And so I didn't tell my dad I got fired. I went quickly and found another job at Earl's as a bus girl. And then I lied to my dad and told him that I had quit. But he ended up finding out that I got fired, and so I got in trouble for lying.
I worked in a video store, which was next door to our house. And I used to spend so much time there that they just employed me for for free rentals. So that's why I get to see all the movies from all the shelves, except the porn shelves, because I was too small to reach that one. But yeah, I seen all the movies, and that was like the best payment I could imagine, because even if I would get paid in another job, I would spend all my money there. And all my job was to rewind the tapes when they came back in the weekends when it was really busy, and to put these tags back, which movie is in and which is out. And at the end of the day, I could choose 3 movies.
My first job was McDonald's, and I hated it. I didn't like it. I think it was because you had to conform, and at the time I didn't like to conform at that time. I was at a young age, and I didn't want anyone to see me at the job. I didn't want anyone to see me wear the uniform and the hat and greeting people. I didn't want to do that. So I made it my mission to work in the back, not at the front till. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a job. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but it was just a job. It was just to get money, so.
Shearing Christmas trees in New Brunswick. They got a huge Christmas tree farm, about 7.5 million Christmas trees. They ship them down the States, and we trim Christmas trees, take all the bad stuff out of it and stuff like that.
My first job was at Dairy Queen. I was 13 at the time, and my friend Robin had to actually get me the job because the legal working age was 14. So she pitched it for me, and she's like, oh, she'll be a good worker, it'll be awesome. So I ended up getting the job. And I absolutely loved it because I worked with a bunch of friends. It's all young people working, and I was surrounded by ice cream all the time. So they actually had these little mini Dixie cups where they make Buster bars in. So I would always take those and put things in them and make little mini blizzards and eat them on shift. Or I had one friend that worked there that was working the grill, and she'd always make me free food. It was good to have.
I was in grade 9, junior high, and I got a job at the Avonare Curling Club, which still exists over by Nate. And some of the other students I was with got the cool jobs working on the ice, but I was delegated to the kitchen washing dishes, which in the end didn't turn out to be so bad, because in the end I ended up flipping burgers and things, but it was about $1.70 an hour, and I was washing dishes, and that was my first job.
My first job, I was actually a door-to-door salesman, because I came out of school at the age of 15, because that's what age we finished back in the UK. So as I came out of school, my mum was nagging at me to get a job, and this was the only job I could actually get my hands on at the time. What I had to do, I had to go around and sell gas and electric to people. I sucked at it. I made no money, seriously none. I used to sit on the park and just do anything. I didn't really used to go to work. I used to knock on a few doors, get turned away. I got chased away by a few guys. I got like things thrown at me because they don't like me like door-to-door salesmen.
I would say caddy in Toronto, golf. I think I was getting paid like, I don't remember. Probably like about $7, $8 an hour. Yeah, I was very young then.
First job wasn't too glorious. It was I think it was Petro-Canada gas station down the street from like my house, and yeah, I actually got fired from it because I forgot to charge a customer for like their boat or something. I like filled up both the vehicles, and yeah, I was so upset. I remember
picking potatoes out at the farm. The Mennonites, they bought the farm, and they put in this huge garden because they were feeding kids at the dorm, eh? So there's these fields of potatoes, and they're giving us so much a sack. And I forget how much a sack. If it was $2 a sack, wow. I don't know how much they were paying us, but it was money.
My first job was at McDonald's when I would have been just turned 16 years old. Wanted to get a car, and I had to make money to make the payments. My mom said that she'll help get me the car, and I had to make the payments on it. So I was making $5 an hour. And I remember my first raise, you could get between 5 cents and 25 cents, and I got 20, and I thought I was a superstar, making $5.20 an hour now at that point. And I always say McDonald's was probably one of the best jobs anyone can have at an entry level. It's super stressful, and you learn a lot about the way business works very, very fast.
I think I was 12 or 13. It was a job, and it was as a swim coach. And it was a summer job, and I had 30-some 7 to 8-year-olds that I had to entertain, not only with swimming, but also, you know, some other type of activities. So it proved to be challenging, but a lot of fun, and gave me a little sense of, I guess, of authority, but also to realize that sometimes people don't respect authority just because you say you are the guy that's going to lead them. Especially with kids, it's a different type of approach that you have to follow. And I think by the end of the summer, I kind of had a good understanding of what I had to do. And kids seemed to have enjoyed themselves, and I had a great time. And I made, I think, what was that? I think it was 250 pesos per week, which is nothing. Like nowadays, that's like 20 bucks.
Yeah, when I came here, I just went to school, and then my first job was in accounting. I worked as accounts receivable clerk, and that time I was around 30 years old. And then after that, I continued working in accounting, and up to now I still work in accounting field.
You have strict deadlines that each burger needs to be made within a certain time. You need to take an order within a certain time. The drive-through customer has to be in a certain quota. So you learn very quickly about deadlines, money, stress, a lot of stuff.
To watch more stories or share your story, visit us at yourfirstkiss.ca.